So this is Chanel, a creator I know really well, and honestly, you probably know her too, because in one way or another, we have all been here. She's a passionate creator who loves social media, maybe a little too much. She's supposed to be editing her next video, but instead, she's lost in the endless scroll of pretty landscapes, perfect food shots, and everyone's highlight reel. But what's really going on inside her head? Sound familiar? Yep, classic procrastination. In the depths of Janelle's mind, there's a battle waging between her aspirations and her immediate desires. On one side, there's the drive to create meaningful, engaging content that resonates with her audience and leaves a lasting impact. The other side just wants that quick hit of likes and comments, the little dopamine rush from someone else's perfect looking life. She knows those likes don't really fill her up, but they feel good for a second. The more she scrolls, the worse it gets. She's literally avoiding the work that lights her up. Fear of it not being perfect, feeling like she'll never measure up to everyone else's polished feeds. It all keeps her stuck in this loop. Janelle finds herself craving validation through the number of likes and comments on her own posts. It's a quick fix, a temporary high that fades just as quickly as it comes. But inside Janelle's head, it's a whole different story. At first, she's telling herself it's research. Then she's telling herself she's learning. The truth is, she wasn't scrolling to get inspired. She was scrolling to avoid something. The fear of it not being good enough, the fear of messing up the idea she's been saving, the fear of posting something and it gets nothing. So instead of creating, she consumes. And the more she consumes, the smaller she feels. Hours go by, but it doesn't feel like hours. It feels like moments. Moments she can get back. As she endlessly taps and swipes, Janelle's awareness begins to sharpen. She realizes that she's not just aimlessly scrolling, she's actively avoiding the very work that brings her joy and purpose. The fear of imperfection, the pressure to measure up to the carefully created online personas of others. It's all feeding this cycle of procrastination. It's as if the more she consumes, the more distant her own creativity feels. Because that's the thing about creativity. It doesn't grow when you compare. It doesn't rise when you scroll. It doesn't bloom when you're watching other people live. Creativity grows when you choose yourself again. Even when it's messy. Even when you're tired. Even when you don't fully believe in yourself yet. And for the first time that day, everything goes quiet. She sees her laptop sitting open on the desk. The editing software is still there. The footage she recorded 2 days ago still untouched. Her notebook right beside it with all her creative ideas. And her silence hits her harder than any notification ever could. Because suddenly she realizes she didn't spend the last 2 hours resting. She didn't spend the last 2 hours learning. She spent the last 2 hours running. Running from the work that actually matters to her. Running from the uncomfortable truth that creating requires showing up, even on the days when your confidence doesn't. And in that moment, that's when something shifts. She understands that her journey as a creator isn't about comparing herself to others or seeking fleeting validation. It's about sharing her authentic experiences and making a genuine connection with her audience. Janelle puts her phone down, looks at her unfinished video, and begins to edit. She realizes that her worth isn't defined by the number of likes or followers she has, but by the impact she creates with her content. The time she spends creating her own life is far more valuable than the time she spends consuming the highlight reels of others. And maybe, just maybe, this is the reminder you didn't know you needed today. In this digital age, it's easy to get lost in the endless sea of comparison and distraction. But it's crucial to remember that our worth isn't determined by the number of likes we receive. It's about the passion, authenticity, and genuine connections we cultivate with our lives and through our work. The note story might sound simple, but the truth behind it cuts deep. Because so many of us are living the exact same pattern and we don't even notice. We say we are looking for inspiration, but sometimes we are hiding. We say we are not in the mood to film, but sometimes we are afraid to try. We say you just need a break, but sometimes you are procrastinating on the thing that could change our life. And maybe you felt a little seen in this story. If you did, then this next part is for you. You don't need to create every day. You don't need to post every day. You don't even need to be perfect or polished or aesthetic or loud. You just need to show up for yourself. One moment at a time, one step at a time, one idea at a time. Because here's the truth. Your creativity didn't disappear. It just got buried under all the noise. And when you finally put a phone down, when you finally stop comparing, when you finally remember why you started in the first place, you'll hear it again. That small spark, that quiet excitement. So let's take a step back, focus on our own journeys, and create content that truly reflects who we are. Because in the end, it's not about the views, it's about the impact we leave on the world. What's the one thing you know you should be doing or creating, but social media keeps distracting you from? Drop it in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye.